Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Welcome to another episode of Flat Packs Exposed, the review series, brought to you by Prime Spaces.
Yo, what's up, furniture nerds? Doing a quick unboxing for this vanity that I'm about to put together. It does ship in one flat box, but I'm not going to torture you guys and make you watch me take everything out of the box. So as soon as you open it, this is what we got. So yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, right. But here's everything out of the box. So everything is out of the box, and I kind of have things spread around because I do have a lot of floor space. I do want to keep things off the floor, particularly if you have, you know, nice floors, or if you don't have like a furniture pad or something like that. Just stack them along the side. That way you can kind of have some space to work. But there's a lot of doubles, triples. So you just want to organize the ones that are like obvious. So these are like both Q, these are both P, these are all the same F. Yeah, so just do your best to get organized so you can be efficient. Here's the mirror. Now you definitely want to have that off to the side, not in an area where there's a lot of high traffic. But yeah, looks good so far. What's up, guys? Here are some of the panels. Again, just organize them in a way that's pretty obvious. Like these are all the same size, so they're probably all going to be using the same step. Same thing here. So here is the hardware, the instruction manual, and the bulbs. Now all of the hardware is inside here, and I can kind of feel that everything is individually packaged, all the hardware parts, so it's separated. You don't have to do any organizing yourself. Here's some more hardware here. Door hinges, rails, light bulbs, instruction manual. Who needs that? Just kidding, you definitely want to save that. And here is the leather seat cover, which I think looks really, really nice. Good stuff. Here is the tabletop. You can see the grommet area where the power strip is going to go. And then behind here are the doors and another panel. Okay, furniture nerds, I'm going to do a quick assembly tip, or at least a couple of assembly tips when you are putting together this vanity. And the first assembly tip is to build as much of the vanity as possible on an elevated work table. Trust me, this will save your back and your knees. They will be thanking you by the time you are done with this. A lot of people don't think about it from that perspective. They kind of just take things out of the box and just kind of get to work right there on the floor. After a couple hours, your back and your knees are gonna be saying, hey, like, you gotta give me some protection. So, you know, if you have like a table or some sort of elevated work table, definitely use that. Your body will thank you for it. And the second assembly tip is to protect your floors for the instance where you have to build stuff on the floor. So here's an example. So up until this point, I've been building everything on the work table. I've been building the drawers. I built the shelves on the side of the mirrors on the table. I'm gonna go ahead and build the rest of the unit on the table. But for this particular step, when I have to attach the tabletop, okay, to the bottom of the mirror, I can't do that on the table. Well, I can do that on the table, but you know, it's just a little bit of extra work. So what I did was I put the mirror right in the shelves that I already built together right now on the styrofoam, which is in the box, right? And then I'm just gonna attach it, and I'm gonna leave that here. That way your floor is protected, your furniture is protected during this particular step. Small accidents happen very quickly, right? You might drop something, you might scratch something. So to avoid that, just, you know, use the styrofoam, use the packaging that's inside the box, or if you have your own sheets, lay them on the floor. That way you're protecting everything during the build. And one last assembly tip as I'm wrapping this up. So you will notice that these cords right here for the light bulbs are very, very long, right? So once you attach them on to here, they just stick on. Once you attach them, you'll notice that there's an excess, right? So on this side, you see that they're short, and that's because you have to kind of tuck them away. And so what you want to do is you kind of just like take these off like this, and what you're going to end up doing is the way that they connect is, you see that hole right there? It just pops onto that right there. So what you want to do is put the cord inside like that, and then just kind of wrap it up. Just kind of tuck the cords inside here. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but you tuck the cord inside here like this, and then you just end up popping it back on, right? So I'm going to show you what everything looks like in just a second, but that's how you do that. In case you're wondering, you'll see that there's a lot of cord, and that's basically how you adjust it. Now, if you follow these tips, then your vanity should look like this. It's doing a quick review for this vanity set that I just put together, and my initial reaction after assembling it is that this thing is awesome, right? So let's take a look at exactly what we get. First of all, it's got a seat right here that's got a nice leather top to it, and you can lift it up, and it has a storage area in there for you to, you know, tuck away things that you don't want to be seen. So it's nice, it's small, you can pack it away just like that. and you're off, right? And then obviously you have the nice desktop here, which is pretty spacious, right? And then underneath it, you've got the drawers. So it's got two smaller drawer compartments on the left and the right side. And then it's got one larger storage compartment, storage shelf right here in the middle. So you've got plenty of space to store things for you to get ready in the morning, your makeup, your, anything that you have in mind to get prepared so that you look your best. And so underneath the shelves, we have cabinets, right? And so they have adjustable shelves, right? So you can actually lift this up just like that, slide them out, and they just sit on these pins right here that you can just pop out. That out just like that. And then there's 3 different levels that you can set the shelf at. So I'm just going to put it right back in the middle, and so that we can just put this back in just like that, and you're good. Then we have the handles here, which are silver, nice and glossy and shiny, look really nice. And then of course you got the same storage compartment on the left hand side. Now if you need more shelves, you got a couple sets on the side of the mirror. And then here you have your charging station, right? So it has 2 prong outlets and 2 USBs, and the lights get turned on just by this control right here. So if I go ahead and hit that, that pops on. And then here you can control the brightness, right? So if I want to lessen the brightness, just hit that one right there. If I want to make it brighter, it's the one all the way at the bottom. And then you're probably wondering, well, what's this third one? Well, that third one allows you to change the color of the bulb. So if I hit this third button here, it turns it to a bluish tint. If I hit it again, now this one is white. If I hit it one more time, it goes back to sort of that ambient, kind of warmer, light brownish, I guess you can call it. So you do definitely have some options there. And then on the side here is this nice metal holder, which I think is a nice little addition. So it came out really nice, and I really like it. So now let's talk about the assembly. So it took me right around 2.5 hours to assemble, and I worked straight through. Now for most people, I would expect it to take a little bit more than that, maybe 3, maybe even 4 hours. There is a lot of pieces, right? Because if you think about it, this is actually a desk with drawers and shelves and a seat and a mirror. And so it's not just one piece of furniture. It's almost like a bunch of furniture to make the vanity, right? So you can expect to spend some hours putting it together. But I will say, don't let the thought of the assembly process deter you from taking a look, because this vanity set looks really nice. The instruction manual is pretty detailed, and there is a lot of illustration kind of going on. So what I would suggest is, as you are putting on parts and adding hardware and stuff like that, just go with like a marker and just check off anytime you've added something. That way, when you're trying to get to the next step, you're not forgetting to put on any hardware. But altogether, I really like this vanity. It's got storage, it's got seats, it's got lights, it's got a holder, and it can really be a nice place for you to get ready in the morning so that you look your best, right? But this definitely has my stamp of approval. I highly recommend it. Go ahead and check it out, and I will see you on the next review.